Wes Alcorn is a pretty typical ATV enthusiast who enjoys hitting the trails with his buddies on the weekends. A while back, he picked up his first ATV, a nice used Honda 300EX. After his first season of riding, he noticed that the rear shock was bottoming out often and rebounding too quickly. His rear shock was blown, and with enough miles on his machine to wear out the rear shock, the viscosity of the oil in his front shocks was undoubtedly breaking down, hampering their performance as well. Like many older or current entry-level machines, the 300EX's suspension isn't rebuildable. Wes could replace the stock rear shock for $392. Replacing the tiring fronts would set him back an additional $520. In the end, he would still have disposable suspension that was designed to work for many different rider weights and skill levels. Custom-built aftermarket race shocks can cost up to $3,500 due to their number of adjustments, materials used, and money spent on development by the manufacturers. But that's more than Wes paid for his entire ATV. Works Performance can easily supply you with a set of high-end race shocks. However, they regularly outfit riders like Wes with custom-built, rebuildable aftermarket shocks for a little more than the price of stock. The blown stock rear shock was replaced with a Works Performance QuadStar shock. The steel-bodied QuadStar features a beefy 5/8" shaft and easy-to-use threaded preload adjustment. We opted for the nitrogen-charged remote reservoir for increased cooling capacity. The rear shock works twice as hard as the fronts, so adding the reservoir will keep the shock from fading on long, hot summer rides. The stock rear shock offers 7.9 inches of travel, while the QuadStar provides a bit more. The QuadStar retails for $659 with the additional remote reservoir. The fronts were replaced with Works Performance AT Steelers. The Steelers are the #1 selling sport ATV shock on the market. They come with single, double, or triple rate springs, depending on the model of your ATV. Steelers built for the 300EX feature dual rate springs, allowing for greater progression throughout the travel. The latest generation Steelers feature a new threaded body for easy preload adjustment. The shafts have been strengthened 30%, and the latest shocks being shipped have hidden valves in place of the Schrader seen on our shocks. The stock Honda shocks provide 7.1 inches of wheel travel, while the Works provide 8.5. The dual rate Steelers retail for $445. Each set of suspension Works sells is custom built for the individual rider's weight, type of riding, ability level, and machine setup. Our test was held at Bill's 491 Off-Road Park, located in DeMossville, Kentucky. The park is open to ATVs, dirt bikes, and 4x4s, and is spread over 240 plus acres. After spending 30 minutes installing the shocks trailside, we were ready to rock. The difference between the new Works shocks and the aging Hondas was dramatic. Gone was the overly soft and springy action of the blown stock shock, and in its place was the firm yet forgiving action of the Works QuadStar shock. Up front, the dual-rate Works Steelers provided a smooth, predictable ride. They are more responsive than the stock front shocks over small impacts from rocks and roots. They don't wallow as much on rough downhills either. Body roll in turns was also reduced, improving the machine's cornering stability. According to Wes, his Works-equipped Honda, quote, "feels like a brand new machine." He added, "It floats over stuff I used to have to slow down for with the stock shocks." Members of our staff took Wes's 300 out for a quick spin to experience the new shocks for ourselves. We would have to say that the Works Performance shocks perform notably better than even brand new stock shocks. They worked well out on the trail and had enough bottoming resistance for some motocross action as well, should Wes decide to hit the track. For a total investment of $1,104, we spent only $192 more than stock shocks would have cost, and made Wes's 300EX handle notably better than new in the process. We've used these same shocks on Yamaha's Warrior/Raptor 350 and Yamaha Blaster, with results that crush stock. If you have an ATV with non-rebuildable shocks and you want to improve your ride, Works Performance Steeler and QuadStar shocks are rebuildable and offer superior performance for a very reasonable price. For more information on Works Performance products, log on to worksperformance.com.